Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
भाग जाएंगे सब। अरे यार इसको म्यूट क्यों नहीं कर रहा जो?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Good morning to all. We are waiting for Professor K. Kumar Swami, sir.
He's joining soon.
He will join us soon. Please wait. Sorry for inconvenience. Pavan, sir. Hello.
जी मैम. Yes,
Uh,
ma'am.
in meanwhile, I think we should count the number of participants who are going to participate. So, sir, please proceed.
The number of participants in this session are 17.
But how many of them are presenting the paper? Allot time to them. I have sent you a list on your WhatsApp number.
Okay, ma'am.
So
Dear
meanwhile,
participants, if you people are hearing me, you are requested to kindly in chat box along with your name. Are you
sir
just
is
put your
here.
name?
Sorry, sir. Sir is here. I welcome Professor K. Kumar Swami. Most welcome, sir.
Most welcome, sir.
Professor Kumar Swami.
Hello.
Good
Yeah.
good morning, sir.
Good
A
morning.
a very warm welcome to you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Please.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Sir, please chair your session, sir. Please.
And how many papers are there? Have you counted or?
There are 17 candidates, but only
Yeah.
11 participants are here.
Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted. Now, so 11 participants.
Sir, it may be possible that they will join in mid between. So it may be possible.
Okay. Can we make it as 13? Okay, okay, whatever may be.
Pavan Srivastav, sir, is moderator here. He is going to conduct the
Yeah.
Session, sir. Please, sir, please,
Yes,
sir,
sir.
Yeah.
share the session.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
Yes,
Sarina Kali ma'am has not joined. Even Vijay Singh Meena sir has also not joined.
Okay, okay.
Sir, Meena sir is in our team. He is here
So,
as a
should we start?
faculty, so he is engaged in other work. So, sir, please,
Okay.
sir, you may proceed.
Yeah,
Thank
Dr.
you so much.
Praveen. Pavan, Dr. Pavan.
So, dear participants, yes, sir.
Yeah. Please proceed.
Sir, namaste to all participants. This session is going to be chaired by Honorable Professor K. Kumaraswamy, sir. He is a faculty fellow in UGC BSR, Department of Geography, Bharatiya Darshan University. He is specialized in remote sensing and GIS, natural hazard research, water resources. He is also editor of Madras Geographical Journal. He is reviving and contributing a lot in geography. He has organized and organizing several Indian society related to geography and conferences. So this is the brief introduction about the K. Kumaraswamy, sir. Now all the participants are requested to kindly mute their mic. Whenever their turn will come, they will on their mic. So who is going to present his or her paper? Meena Lonkar, Konak, PK Konard. Is he or she present? Okay. Dr. Jitendra Kumar Pyasi. Dr. M.M. Sheikh, Tasrin Nasrin, Dr. Vishwanath HR, Dr. Arun Das, Dr. Kochi Kimoto, Dr. Vishwanath KC, okay, Nahar Kamrun, Islam, Dr. M.D. Narul, Dr. Soma Sarkar.
Yeah, I'm present.
Yes, ma'am. You are requested to kindly present your
Yeah, maybe if
paper
there are about
on
15, you take about 5 minutes for presentation and maybe 2 minutes for discussion. And let us see, because if there are 16 members, then probably we may not accommodate. So let's start with 5 minutes, 2 minutes. Is it okay?
Okay, sure, sir.
Yeah,
Sure,
please.
sir.
Yeah.
I just present.
Yeah.
Is my screen visible?
Yeah, it's okay. Yes.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you can.
Good morning to all. My presentation is on GIS-based multi-criteria assessment of water resource situation in Godavari Basin. We know the situation in Godavari because in last few years, this region has actually received a number of drought and flood situations, and that is why, and related to that, we have come to know a number of incidents like from the farmer suicides to the trains carrying the water, fresh water to the Latur region. So it is very important to analyze the water resource situation. And as you can see that the water storage in the reservoir has also fallen to 27% and groundwater is also deteriorating. This region has faced or experienced flood in a certain region at the same time, the drought situation. So that is why I have taken Godavari as my case study. The objective of my study is to quantify the flood and the drought situations, then to assess the water stress situation in the basin, and also come to the certain suggestions for its better preparedness and adaptation to climate change. So now I will move on to data and the methods that I have used for doing this study. We know that SPI, that is the Standardized Precipitation Index, is widely used index for assessing the drought or the flood situation of a region. But one drawback of the methodology is that its overdependence on the parameter of precipitation. But when we are talking about the global warming, climate change, we cannot ignore the temperature within our index. And that is why a recently introduced method of assessing the impact of drought, which is through the dryness, and the flood scenario or the episodes through the wetness index, has been proposed under Standardized Precipitation Evapotranspiration Index. And as you can see that here, the temperature concept has been introduced through the evapotranspiration. So it is just the index is equals to precipitation minus evapotranspiration, and this evapotranspiration is being calculated through the Thornwitz classification. Once this has been calculated, it can be calculated in a number of scales, like it can be for 3 months, 1 month, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, and so on. In this particular case study, I have taken 9 months SPEI because if we know that in drought, it can be classified into meteorological drought, agricultural drought, hydrological drought, and socioeconomic drought. So if I want to capture the hydrological and agricultural perspective, then one of the best scale is considered to be the 9 months SPEI. And once I have generated the SPEI, I have tried to find the trend in the dryness and the wetness using the Mann's candles test. So the index that I have achieved, it is, as you can see here, this index also shows that if it is between -1 to 1, it is the near normal situation. And as we are going to the positive side, it is the flooding situations or the wetness index, it is increasing. And once we are going to the negative side of the scale, it is the dryness index. So I have considered +1, beyond +1 and less than -1 to identify the extreme or the severe wet and the dry situations. So once I have isolated those data, then I have tried to calculate the severity, intensity, and the frequency of the dryness and wetness. After that, when I have calculated these layers, I have tried to introduce a GIS-based MCDA, multi-criteria decision analysis, where I have introduced few more parameters to see how other factors are also influencing the water stress. So I have introduced the rainfall trends, the dry days trend, groundwater trend, and the population growth rate. And as you can see in the table, it is showing the variables, their influence, and the relative scores that has been given for the multi-criteria analysis. So now let us move on to the results. So first one is the quantification of the drought and the flood situation. So here the drought means the dryness, as I again said, and the flood means the wetness episode. So this, I start with the Godavari Basin as a whole. As you can see, this calculation or this methodology or algorithm has very nicely identified the drought episodes. So as you can see in the negative side, this dark maroon one are the extreme drought situations. And if you go by the reports that in 2009, 10, 14, 15, 16 were the most extreme drought situation that was experienced in Godavari Basin. And of course, there were many more episodes of the severe nature, like in 1819 also, we have experienced in certain portions of Godavari have experienced the drought situations. But of course, in 2020, we have a better rainfall. If you see in the wetness side, that is the flooding side, there is in 1990, there is an incidence of the extreme weather situation, flooding situation. Now let us move on to the sub-basin level. So the major sub-basins are 8, like Lower Godavari, Manjra, Pranhita, West Godavari, Upper Godavari, Middle Indravati, Wardha, and Wenganga. So now when I just, this is the month-wise trends that can be analyzed on the basis of their dryness and the wetness. So as you can see that Manjra and Pranhita, the month-wise trend shows that for Manjra, the different color codes are actually the significance level. So if I just go by the significance of 0.01, then you can find that June, July, August is actually having more dry periods. There is an increase in dry periods in Manjra region, while in the Pranhita, it is the January, that is the winter months, are also facing the shortage of precipitation and higher amount of evaporations. At the same time, the monsoon periods, that is from July, August, September, October, November, and December, are also actually having a trend of dryness or the drought. In other region, the Godavari upper, you can see that it is increase in the wetness in the months of the monsoon. So after the this sub-basin level, now I will try to move on to the flood frequency and the drought frequency. So this, as you can see in this, the dry flood in terms of the wetness, it is in the upper Godavari, it has increased in last 40 years. And at the same time, I have tried to break this 40 years into 20 years and 20 years, that is between 1980 to 1999 and between 2000 to 2019. As and you can see that this is the region in the upper Godavari region, there is a significant increase in the frequency of the flood or the wetness situations. And if I go by the drought situation, then you can see that there is a significant increase in the drought situations in the Manjra and the Pranhita region. And if I just say what is the frequency, it's like every alternate year in after 2000, every alternate year in the region of Pranhita and Manjra has actually experienced the drought situation. After this, I have moved on to the drought intensity, and as you can see that the center part of the basin is having a higher frequency.
Yeah.
Again, now.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So next is the water stress risk. Under water stress risk, I will start with the groundwater situations, and you can see it is in last 15 years, the trend is at the every watershed level, it is declining trend. Next is the annual rainfall and the heavy rainy days, and the IMD data, and again it is continuously showing the significantly increasing, decreasing, no change regions of this. Further, I have tried to accommodate all these layers, that is the drought frequency, drought intensity, flood frequency, groundwater trend, dry days, rainfall trend, and the population growth in the multi-criteria. And finally, I have found this is the final water stress risk map. So now let us see what can be the adaptive measures that can be suggested. The first thing is to legislate the mandatory riparian buffer protection regulations. We have the proper buffer regulations for the wetlands, but there is no such buffer regulations for the river. So it is very much, there are a number of countries like Carolina and Georgia which have the buffer protections. Yes?
Yeah, please. Okay. Let us close it because you have exceeded 10 minutes.
Sir, just 1 minute.
Okay,
Sir, the fine. I am just wrapping up. So next, if I just overlap the droughtness index and the heavy rainy days, then you will find that in the lower region, the upper Godavari, it is also experiencing the heavy rainy days. So heavy rainy days, higher amount of annual rainfall, and at the same time, this is one of the most densely urbanized region, that is the Nasik, Ahmednagar, and the Aurangabad. So we need the adaptation to sustainable drainage plans for this, like construction of artificial recharge structures and percolation tanks and many more things. Next is the community-based tank rejuvenation, that is desiltation. Under Maniriga, we have the climate finance and we can work towards the desiltations. Finally, we have to discourage the adaptation of water-intensive crops, then auditing and accounting of the available water resources, and finally, the bringing back the indigenous water management practices. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sarkar. Probably
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah.
The next presenter is okay, sir. Next presenter is Nahar Kamrun, and his name Dr. Muhammad Nurul. He is going to present on ecosystem assessment, a case study on Sundarban in Bangladesh. Please go ahead, Dr. Kamrun.
Respected all.
Dr. Nahar Kamrun,
I'm
please
sharing
share
my
your
screen.
PPT.
Yes. For better internet connection, I am turning my video off.
It's okay.
Okay.
Just share your.
We all know that. Is my screen showing?
No, your PPT is not yet visible. Please go to share button.
Yeah. Now okay.
पहले how to share screen. Hello, Kamrun. Are you audible?
Is it okay?
Yes, Kamru, we can see your screen now.
Oh, thank you so much for
Please,
your
please.
response.
Yeah,
Please use the
Uh,
slideshow.
Okay.
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, confined to 5 to 7 minutes. Then we have a discussion.
Yes, thank you. So my topic is ecosystem assessment and case study on mangrove forest in Bangladesh. My co-author is Professor Dr. M.D. Nurul Islam, and we all know that mangrove ecosystem is very important, and mangrove ecosystem is assessment is another most important issue nowadays. Ecosystem assessment is considered an organized information gathering process to assess the condition of our environment, the pressure created on it by both human and nature, and the way we can respond it. Ecosystem assessment is a highly spoken word nowadays, but if we see at mangrove ecosystem assessment, we know that it is very different in nature, and mangrove component here is very different type. So what are the major ecosystem services, and to what extent are local communities dependent on ecosystem service in the study site? My second research question is how there have been an analysis of mangrove forest during natural or human pressure. Third research question odd, what are the possible natural and anthropogenic pressures existing in the in my research site? My research aim odd, ecosystem assessment provides the connection between environmental issue and people. So keep in mind, it is a process of concern the causes of ecosystem changes and their consequence for human well-being, management, and policy options. It provides information to help decision makers. Decision makers understand the state of environmental resources and its appropriate management. Hence, the broad aim of this study is to assess the mangrove forest ecosystem, mainly Bangladesh part. The particular objectives are to analyze the contribution of mangrove forest ecosystem services in local communities. Second one is to investigate the
Please
threat.
confine to the methodology, then the
Okay.
results. Yeah,
My
then
study
only you can.
site is here, Burigol in Iran, and this is my confined methodology, that is log frame. For my first objectives, I used primary data, field survey, questionnaire survey, FGD observation, secondary data, and the method of data analysis or trend data analysis, exploratory statistical analysis. For second objectives, I used both primary data and secondary data, and method of data analysis or trend analysis, exploratory statistic analysis. For my third objectives, I used analytical tools like Google Earth and Airbus Imagine, and also GIS. Data method type of DPSIR framework. So here is my outcome from objective on. From objective on, I mainly found that the 4 ecosystem services available in the study site. First one, the provisional services in my study site is food, raw material, medicine resources, genetic resources, ornamental resources, and the regulating services are gas regulation, climate regulation, disturbance prevention, water regulation, water supply, soil formation, nutrient regulation, pollination, biological control. Supporting services I found soil formation, nutrient cycling, primary production, etc. And the cultural services, the most important on in the Sundarban. The historical, the World Heritage Site. It is aesthetic, natural beauty, scenic beauty, spiritual and sacred value that some people believe deeply that going into the forest, they perform worship. Tourism is another one, cultural and education. From my second objectives, I found that there are many human and natural created threats in my study site. The Available natural threats is climate change, cyclone and tidal surge, drying of mangrove trees, rise in salinity, insect pests such as wood borers and caterpillars, damaged by sea stands, shoreline erosion, raising sea level, and the most important anthropogenic threats are steel drilling for fuel, wood and wood products, coastal industry, and urban development. And some man-made threats that are mangrove-based fisheries, pollution. Pollution is another important on destroying the mangrove ecosystem by the tourists or visitors. Habitat destruction, shrimp farming, garbage dumping, agriculture, and salt production. My third objective to examine the present status and recommend management strategy of the mangrove ecosystem in the study site. This is the main objective for my study. I paid more focus in this study, and I generate some scholars concepts to design this objective. So we all know that DPSI framework. So here, driver, pressure, state response, impact. So mangrove DPSI framework is mainly mangrove environment is for identifying, analyzing, and evaluating the mangrove problems that we are generally response. This framework for the DPSI framework for Sundarbans mangrove forest is diverse mainly when human needs something, community or certain development area, and then they create pressure on each human activities by using natural resources, and it changes the state of ecosystem like mangrove degradation. Then the ecosystem impacts on the ecosystem services like loss of habitat and biodiversity. Then all these are response like decision making in form of legislation and pollution. So finally, concept adapted from the question 2004, and I've developed a model for my study site. First one is driver, land use change, climate change, cyclone and other natural calamities, poverty, rules and regulation. Then pressure is like overpopulation, overexploitation, sanitary intrusion, over water pollution, sea level rise, encroachment, pest and disease rise, and so many. Stated like qualities of the mangrove forest, degradation of water quality, degrading biodiversity, and then impact on low yield, top dying of HR forms, unemployment, decreasing government revenue, and we can respond like this: implementation of rules and regulation, discourage shrimp cultivation and other mangrove-based fisheries. Alternative livelihood. To manage alternative livelihood, we can respond very carefully, and creation of people awareness. This is the most important part. If we aware the people about the mangrove ecosystem, then we could manage the whole ecosystem. So here is, thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Kaman, and probably we can have the discussion later. Shall we proceed to Dr. Jitendra? Yeah, thank you. Dr. Jitendra? Dr. Jitendra? Yeah, you can mute. Hello?
हाँ ओके सर, आवाज आई?
Yeah.
हाँ सर, हाँ पूरा.
Yeah, you can take 5 minutes and then we can have a discussion for 2 minutes. 5 to 7 minutes. Proceed.
सर, थैंक यू सर.
Proceed.
जैसा कि आज का मैं सभी को, आयोजक मंडल को, समस्त सदस्यों को मैं अभिवादन करता हूं. आज हम बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण विषय पर विश्व स्तरीय बात कर रहे हैं. जैसा कि मेरा विषय है प्राकृतिक संसाधन प्रबंधन और संरक्षण. आज मैं बात अपने शोध पर करता हूं कि आओ हम विश्व बनाएं विश्व बंधुत्व की भावना प्राचीन काल से भारत पर, संपूर्ण विश्व पर प्रकृति से रही है। मानव का जो उद्भव माना गया है, जैसा कि एक पर्यावरण से, परिप्रेक्ष्य से माना गया है, इसमें हम जैसे मानते हैं कि धरातल ही मानव की उपज है। मतलब जो मानव का जो विकास हुआ है इन्हीं प्राकृतिक संसाधनों बीच से हुआ है। मानवीय दृष्टिकोण के आधार पर शासकीय रूप से, अशासकीय रूप से हर वर्ग को इस पर विचार रखने की आज आवश्यकता है। जैसा कि हम विकसित और विकासशील देशों की बात करते हैं, निश्चित रूप से विकसित या विकासशील देशों की हम जब बात रखते हैं तो वहां पर संसाधनों का प्राचीन समय से मतलब इसका प्रभुत्व पाया गया है। जैसे मानव का बसाव ही जल पर केंद्रित था, जहां पर जल की मात्रा अधिक रही वहीं पर मानव का बसाव हुआ। बड़ी बड़ी नदियों में, नदियों के किनारे पर मानव बस्तियों का विकास हम सिंधु नदी घाटी की योजना देखते हैं। भारत का कोई भी अगर हम कोना देखते हैं, भारत के प्राकृतिक संसाधन का बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण योगदान हमारे विकास पर है। जैसा कि हम देखते हैं कि आज वर्तमान समय पर जो मैं भूमि की और जल की और वायु की और अपने प्रकाश की बात करना चाहता हूं, जैसा सूर्य का प्रकाश और वन संपदा और जल संपदा और भूमि संपदा के आधार पर संपूर्ण विश्व एक महत्वपूर्ण योगदान अपने विकास पर रखता है। इसी तरह हम देखते हैं कि मानव की आज जो आधुनिक जो सोच है अत्यधिक दोहन करने की है। मानव सोचता है कि मैं कितना से कितना अधिक मैं संसाधनों का दोहन कर लूं, उनका उपयोग कर लूं, लेकिन हमें यह मैं कहने में किसी प्रकार से संकोच नहीं कहूंगा कि हमें अपने आगे आने वाली पीढ़ी के लिए अगर हमें स्वच्छ जल देना है, स्वच्छ हवा देना है, स्वच्छ मतलब खाद्य पदार्थ देना है, तो निश्चित रूप से हमें प्रबंधन तकनीक पर इसमें शोध करने की आवश्यकता है, इस पर विचार करने की आवश्यकता है और अपनी भावी पीढ़ी को एक अच्छी दिशा देने के लिए, अच्छा मार्गदर्शन देने के लिए हमें प्राकृतिक संसाधनों को एकदम समुचित रूप से उनका उपयोग, उनका दोहन करने की आज हमें आवश्यकता है। जैसा कि आज जनसंख्या वृद्धि निरंतर होती जा रही है, संपूर्ण विश्व पर जनसंख्या ग्राफ के आधार पर हम अगर भारत की बात करते हैं दूसरे स्थान पर रखता है। क्षेत्रफल की दृष्टि से हम देखते हैं कि अपना जो भारत है वो 7वें स्थान पर है और जैसे कि भूतल संपूर्ण विश्व पर 29% पर जो धरातल है उस धरातल पर मानव का जो वास है, मानव के लिए आज सबसे बड़ी समस्याएं हो रही हैं कि आवास की समस्याएं। जैसे हम महानगरों पर देखते हैं, महानगरों की बात करते हैं, वहां पर उपांत जो क्षेत्र हैं, उपांत क्षेत्रों पर हम देखते हैं कि जो प्रदूषण की समस्याएं पनप रही हैं, वह चाहे वायु प्रदूषण की समस्याएं हो या जल प्रदूषण की समस्याएं हो। अगर हम उत्तर पर दिल्ली तरफ जाते हैं, यमुना की जो नदी है जो मथुरा के बीच से जो निकलती है, वहां पर पूरा उसका जल पूरी तरह से प्रदूषित हो गया है। हम इसी प्रकार हम देखते हैं कि जो वनों का घटाव आज निरंतर जो कम होता जा रहा है, जो 133% होना चाहिए पर्यावरण को समुचित मतलब एक आंकड़ा है, वह आज 23 के लगभग पहुंच गया है। यह भी एक सोचनीय विषय है। जल का स्तर भूमि पर निश्चित तौर पर जो जल की गिरावट हम देखते हैं, जल संरक्षण तकनीक की बातें, इसमें भी हमें वाटर के लिए भी हमें प्रयास करना होगा। जैसा कि आज हम देखते हैं कि मानव के लिए, जैसा कि हमने 2030 की परिकल्पना करने लगे हैं, 2030 का विश्व कैसा होगा। जैसे जल संकट की समस्याएं संपूर्ण विश्व के लिए समान तौर पर बराबर है और आगे हम बात करते हैं 2050 तक के लिए कि अपने मतलब कि चांद पर जाने की बात करते हैं। निश्चित तौर पर हमें प्राकृतिक संसाधनों की ओर अपने विचार रखने के लिए मैं गौरवान्वित हो रहा हूं कि मैं भूमि संसाधन, जल संसाधन, वन संसाधन, ऊर्जा संसाधन और खनिज संसाधन और जैव जीव संसाधन की भी बात हमें प्रबंधन के लिए जागरूक होना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि इनका महत्व संपूर्ण देश, चाहे वह उत्तरी अमेरिका हो, दक्षिणी अमेरिका हो, अफ्रीका हो, ऑस्ट्रेलिया हो या जापान का प्रांतीय क्षेत्र हो, निश्चित रूप से वन की संपदा की दृष्टि से हमें विश्व स्तर पर महत्वपूर्ण योगदान रखना है कि प्राकृतिक संसाधनों का प्रबंधन भविष्य की दृष्टि को रखते हुए हमें करना होगा, इनका दोहन करना होगा। मैं इनके उपाय के लिए जैसे बताया कि आज हमें जागरूक करने की आवश्यकता है, अधिक से अधिक हमें जागरूकता फैलाने की आवश्यकता है, मानव को हमें जागरूक करने की आवश्यकता है, संसाधन प्रबंधन की बात रखने की आवश्यकता है। और जैविक खाद, आज हम रासायनिक खादों का प्रयोग करके हम जो कृषि को अधिक लाभ लेने के लिए उसका उपयोग करते हैं, निश्चित तौर पर आज हमें जैविक खाद की ओर अपना ध्यान आकृष्ट करना होगा। और जो उद्योगों से प्रदूषित जो नदियां हो रही हैं उनको भी बचाने की आवश्यकता है, क्योंकि आज हमारा जल ही जीवन है। जल के बिना हमारा विकास असंभव है। मानव स्वास्थ्य के लिए या जैसे कि मूलभूत जो हो सकता है रोटी कपड़ा मकान, रोटी कपड़ा मकान मानव के लिए प्राचीन काल से नहीं, आदि काल का मानव और आज सभ्य मानव, अगर हम मानव के विकास की गाथा को देखते हैं, आदि मानव से लेकर आग की खोज या कृषि की खोज, आज हम सुई से लेकर हवाई जहाज तक की जो बात करते हैं, निश्चित तौर पर मानव इन्हीं संसाधनों के बलबूते पर आज आगे आया। आज हम जितना भी आज हम शोध की बात करते हैं, रिसर्च की बात करते हैं, चाहे वह कृषि एग्रीकल्चर हो या की वाटर की बात करते हैं, सॉइल की बात करते हैं, निश्चित तौर पर मानव का जीवन इन पर ही पूरी तरह से आज टिका हुआ है। आगे अगर हमें अपने संपूर्ण पीढ़ी के लिए सचेत होकर कोई कार्य करना है तो वह हमारा कार्य होगा संसाधनों का प्रबंधन। संसाधनों का प्रबंधन मानवीय सोच पर डिपेंड करता है। आज प्रतिस्पर्धा के युग पर हम देखते हैं कि हम आगे बढ़ने के लिए हम देखते हैं कि अगर हमारे पड़ोस पर 2 गाड़ी हैं तो हम सोचते हैं कि हमारे पास 4 गाड़ियां हैं और उनका उपयोग करते हैं। निश्चित तौर पर हमें आगे भविष्य को देखना होगा, आगे आने वाली पीढ़ी के लिए जल की व्यवस्था करनी होगी। और मैं आयोजक मंडल का मैं तहे दिल से आभार व्यक्त करता हूं और जो मेरे सहयोगी हैं जो समस्त मेरे आज सफल मना रहे हैं आयोजन को, उनका भी मैं आभार व्यक्त करता हूं। और मैं सर का आपका बहुत बहुत आभारी हूं। मैं डॉक्टर जितेंद्र कुमार व्यासी शासकीय महाविद्यालय ऊंचेहरा में अतिथि विद्वान के रूप में कार्यरत हूं और मैंने पीएचडी रीवा एपीएस यूनिवर्सिटी से किया और देश प्रताप सिंह विश्वविद्यालय से। और जैसा कि मैं खुद ग्रामीण क्षेत्र से हूँ, मेरे घर के चारों तरफ जंगल है, मैं इनसे रूबरू हूं मैं, क्योंकि प्रकृति के बीच रहना हमारा भाव है।
थैंक यू डॉक्टर जगदीन्द्र।
हाँ, थैंक यू सर।
हाँ,
थैंक यू सर। प्रणाम।
Dr. Pavan, shall we move to Dr. Pavan? Dr. Pavan?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Who is available?
So, see, next presenter is Maya Chaudhary, Manish Meena, and Hitesh Sioram. Going to present conservation and management. Going to present on conservation and management of mineral resources through popularization of eco-friendly mining. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Dr. Maya Chaudhary.
Confined to 5 to 7 minutes. Definitely. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Yeah,
sure.
Sir.
I will try my best.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Sir, should I share my screen?
Yes. Please.
Is it visible to all?
No, not yet, but I think it will come.
Yeah.
You can proceed. You can talk and then.
Sir, I just share my screen first.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it visible?
No, it's not visible.
Wait.
Are you familiar how to share your screen?
Sir, how can I? Okay. Sorry. Sharing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I think now it is.
Yeah, now.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Yeah, coming. Please
Make
go.
it full screen.
Good afternoon to
Yeah.
all. My warm welcome to entire team of IGC. I am Dr. Maya Chaudhary, Assistant Professor, Department of Geology, Mohanlal Sukhadia University, Udaipur. And today I will talk on conservation and management of mineral resources through popularization of eco-friendly mining. Minerals are valuable natural resources, being finite and non-renewable. They are the key material for socio-economic development, and the statistical result data show that more than 95% of energy used by mankind, 80% industrial raw materials, and 70% raw materials for agriculture production are from mineral resources. In the mining sector, the reality is mining is an important occupational sector, and it constitutes the vital raw materials for many basic industries and are a major resource for economic development. In India, as many as 46 minerals, in which that includes 4 fuel minerals, 10 metallic, 46 non-metallic, 3 atomic, and 23 minor minerals that includes for that used for building and other material works. In India, industries is characterized by a large number of small operations of mines. From last 6 decades, the mineral sector activities has accelerated too much and showed a very high growth rate. The increasing of mineral sector activities have contributed significantly in the socio-economic development. Although from economic point of view, the mining sector plays very important role, but the sector is considered as one of the most hazardous occupation as it involves hard work and direct exposure of workers with their surroundings. Mining operations like open cast and underground, large and small, mechanized and non-mechanized, and metallic and non-metallic creates significant negative impacts on geophysical environments. If we see the Indian scenario, the India is divided into 3 major mineral belts. One is northeastern plateau region that covers Chota Nagpur, Odisha, West Bengal, and part of Chhattisgarh, where iron ore, coal, manganese, bauxite, and mica are the major minerals. And the second belt is southwestern plateau region that includes Karnataka, Goa, and continuous Tamil Nadu uplands, Kerala. There, iron ore, manganese, limestone, monazite, thorium, bauxite, clay, and ore irons are available. In the third region, northwestern region, here, Arauli in Rajasthan and part of Gujarat, here are sandstone, granite, marble, along with gypsum and fuller earth, copper, zinc, cobalt, tungsten, mineral resources are available. So, why the need of conservation? Because minerals are formed due to the inorganic process by a long duration. They are exhaustible and non-renewable resources. The total volume of consumable mineral resources is just 1% of all the minerals present in the earth crust. The extraction and consumption rate is so high that these mineral resources will get exhausted very soon. The depletion of mineral resources also increases the cost of minerals, and due to the improper and excessive use, minerals in certain regions are on the verge of extinctions. So, how can we solve this problem? By conserving them, by controlling population growth, reduce the use of minerals, by creating social awareness, by reusing and recycling of mineral resources, avoid use and acceptance of minerals which are not essential, and the recent modern technology plays an important role for the conservation of minerals. One I will discuss, that is eco-friendly mining. These are the environmental problems in mining sectors. which creates like land degradation, deforestation, soil erosion, pollution, mineral dust pollution, change in land use, hydrogeological conditions, and occupational health hazards. In the mining activity, there are three phases which causes environmental problems. In the pre-mining phase, loss of agriculture and forest land and displacement of local population. During the mining activity, we face problems like air pollution, landscape damage, loss of soil, water pollution, noise pollution, lowering of water. And after complete mining work, we face post-mining problems like air, water, and aesthetic pollutions. Mine location, mining practices, owners' attitude, illegal mining, lack of environmental consciousness, no regular monitoring, waste disposal practices, size of mining lease are some factors causing environmental changes in mining sectors. Now, the measures taken by the regulatory bodies of the state and central government for conservation mining are as follows, and we all are aware about these acts and rules of government policies for the development of mine. If I talk about the sustainable development, the concept of sustainable development of mine is mine that is financially viable, socially responsible, environmentally, technically, and scientifically sound, with a long-term view of development, uses mineral resources optimally, and ensures post-closure land uses. There are three goals for the sustainable development of mine, that is protection and improvement of the environment, judicious use of mineral resources, and proper conservation of practices. By adopting the eco-friendly mining practices, it will play a vital role in combating environmental problems in mining sectors. So, what is the concept of eco-friendly mining? Eco-friendly mining is, it involves design, planning, and implementation of built-in measures for environmental management in mining and associate activities. Environmentally responsive mining starts with the systematic and scientific mine planning. The planning ensures phase-wise safe development, waste minimization, judicious use of land, water and mineral resources, safe and healthy work conditions, and mineral conservations. Steps required for eco-friendly mining are phase-wise development of mine, then waste minimization, then effective use of minerals, then reclamation of mines outpits, waste dumps, and barren lands. And the last one is environmental and occupational safety. By doing this systematic and scientific mine planning through the eco-friendly mine can be done. In this slide, we can see few pictures where systematic and sustainable mining is taking place. Now, the environmental protection, which is the main issue.
Madam, can we conclude?
Yes, sir. This is the
10
last.
minutes over.
Yes, sir. Which is the main issue, involves collective responsibility of following entities like central and state government has responsibility of thorough planning and effective decisions. Central and state organizations like IBM, CPCF, CPA, DMGs have as role of monitoring and implementations. Entrepreneur and mining companies and workers' role to adopt and implement government policies. And Panchayati Raj Institute and media has an important role for observations and monitoring. And the last, educational institute, that is our duty to create awareness about eco-friendly mining. These are some suggestive measures in mining sectors for environmental protections causes due to mining. And thank you so much for hearing me. Thanks a lot.
Is it your department, madam?
Yeah, sir. This is
Yeah.
Geology Department, Sukhadia.
Yeah, excellent, excellent. I expected something, a very intensive paper, but it is very, very general. Yes.
Yes, sir. Thank
Maybe
you so
next
much,
time,
sir.
next time we need some more specific papers.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Welcome, sir.
Because we equally understand your technical terms. And
Yes, sir.
okay. Okay. Now shall we move on to Dr. Anupama Dubey? Dr. Pawan?
Sir, Anil Kumar is there. Anil Kumar.
Acha, okay,
Hello.
okay, okay.
Good morning, sir.
Anupama
Anil
Dubey,
Kumar, are you
Yes,
present?
sir. I am there, sir.
yeah, if you are ready,
Yes, sir.
you can.
Ma'am, please proceed.
Yeah, 1 second, sir.
Okay, madam, you take 7 minutes.
Okay,
Around 7 minutes. Oh, just objective methodology result. That's all. 2 minutes. each.
Disturb, sir. There are two more participants, E. Grace and Najim Ali.
Okay.
sir, may I start my presentation?
Yes. Who wants to? Dubey is presenting. Yeah,
Yes,
you
I am
can.
presenting. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Just 7 minutes.
Good morning, Professor K. Kumar Swami, the organizing committee member. I'm Dr. Anupma Dubey, Assistant Professor at IP, Hyderabad, and I'm going to present my paper on a comparative state assessment of sustainable development of water resource management in India. The main objective of my paper is to assess the existing water resources in selected sample states, to analyze the water conservation, management, and governance, and to suggest a way forward in this regard. To collect all the informations, I have taken the data from World Bank reports, from different articles, from central government websites, from government departments, press notes. I consulted Osmania University Library, Central University, and NIRD, National Institute of Rural Development, as well as Delhi University, to review whatever articles or books are there in this connection. As well as I also did a group discussion with government functionaries, academicians, and experts on water management, as well as the NGO leaders. I will mention it later. Very briefly, I will introduce you all the 4 sample states of my study paper. I have selected Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, and Telangana. These are the 4 sample states which I have taken to present this paper today. As you all are very aware, sir, time is limited, so shall I skip this introduction part? Because we all are very aware of Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Telangana, and...
No. You
Yes.
come only the results.
So I'm directly coming to the analysis part of my research.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So, as I mentioned that the first objective of this research, of this paper, is to analyze the existing resources, and I collected data from Central Groundwater Board of these respective 4 states. The status of groundwater resource at Telangana, that shows that district-wise analysis, that is minimum water level is 5.43 meter below ground level at Khammam district, and maximum is at 20.84 meter below ground level in Medak district in Maharashtra. The comparative statement of Rajasthan shows that the analysis that the average depth of groundwater in these districts is 4.4 meter BGL at Banswara district, and maximum of 52.44 MBGL at Jhunjhun district, and the highest percentage of groundwater level classification area is 50.28, that is very low, and the lowest percentage is 0.26, that is very high in Rajasthan. This data is of 2017 because I had to compare all the states. So as per the availability of data in all the states, I have collected the data, not as per the recent data, as Andhra and Telangana got bifurcated, and because of that I was not able to get data of Telangana state of current year. That's the reason that I have taken 2017 to compare it. Now I'm coming to the Maharashtra. You can see that the analysis of average depth of groundwater level at Maharashtra that reveals that the minimum water level is 2.46 MBGL at Raigad and maximum is 11.11 MBGL at Akola districts. The analysis of average depth of groundwater level of the next one is the Andhra Pradesh district, and the analysis of Andhra Pradesh that shows that the level of classification is 35.95 that covers close to 57,596.06 square kilometer, that is moderate. The lowest percentage is covering close to 6,611.905 square kilometer, and the water level that is in Andhra Pradesh, just a second, sir. That is the district wise, you can see that it ranges from 3.2 MBGL in Nellore district to 16.89 MBGL at West Godavari districts. I'm coming straight away to the analysis of water management, governance and conservation analysis in these 4 states. And while discussing the current status, I will update you all with the surface water availability there. So, sir, for this analysis, what I did is that I have taken 10 components to analyze the management, conservation and governance. And these components you can see as I will move to one by one slide. You may see the different components which I will discuss.
Yeah.
I will take a second, sir. Within 3 minutes, I will complete my presentations. So the performance of this study area has varied widely at level of 9 indicators. The first is source augmentation and restoration of water bodies. Second one is source augmentation of groundwater. Third is major and medium irrigation. Fourth is watershed, that is supply side management. Fifth, I took participatory irrigation practices, that shows the demand side management. Seventh is the rural drinking water component. Eighth is the urban water supply and sanitation. And the ninth is the policy and governance in these 4 states. Apart from that, I have also tried to cover the different status of surface water scenario that I will discuss later. So the first component was, as I mentioned, that is the source augmentation and restoration of water body. As because of the limitation of time, I'm not going to define what it is. I'm straight away coming to the analysis. The score of the source augmentation and restoration of water bodies in the base year, I took 2 years, base year and current year. And in the base year, it was 3.2 in Andhra Pradesh, and current year that is scored, that is an increase in Andhra Pradesh. So far as Maharashtra is concerned, you can see that the score of Maharashtra is 4.8 in the base year, and current year score is decreased, that is 4.2. The score of Rajasthan was 0.2 in the base year, and the current year score is 4.2. So that is really depicting a wonderful development in the area of source augmentation of groundwater in Rajasthan. And compared to that in Telangana, that was 2.8 in the base year, and current year it is 3.6. So that is also showing a good development so far as this indicator is concerned. The second one is...
Madam, if you continue, then another 10 minutes will be coming. So just to show the graphs so that we can understand. Yes. Because
I will take only 3 minutes, as I mentioned.
No, 10 minutes are over.
Okay.
10 minutes are over.
So the source augmentation of water bodies, broadly you can see of Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, that is increasing, Rajasthan and Telangana, that is increasing compared to Andhra Pradesh and compared to Maharashtra. In the same way, the major and medium irrigation, the supply side management is high in Telangana, as well as it is high in Rajasthan compared to other states, but Andhra Pradesh is showing the lead in the management of major and medium irrigation in the state. The next component is watershed development. In watershed development, also the score of watershed development, that Andhra Pradesh is attaining the highest score, and Maharashtra, Rajasthan, that is increasing compared to Telangana. Telangana is also showing a moderate development. The next component that is on participatory irrigation practices that shows that represent the demand side management. And in this also, so you can see that in the base year, Rajasthan is increasing compared to other states, whereas Maharashtra is, the demand side management is low compared to other states. Next is watershed development. This I have discussed. So, 1 second, sir. And the next is sustainable on water use practices, demand side management. This also shows that in Maharashtra and in Andhra Pradesh, it is increasing, followed by Rajasthan. Since Telangana is a newly created state, that's why the development as per compared to other 3 states is low, but it is satisfactory. The last component is rural drinking water. In rural drinking water, the management of Maharashtra requires a lot of urban water management compared to Rajasthan and other states. And I would like to come now on the way forward. I'm skipping this policy governance and other states.
I think we can diagnose and just tell me in your words, 1 or 2 words.
So, sir, in 1 or 2 words, which as I compare different states, and what I observed is that so far as industrial sector is concerned, the progressive water tariff, water reclaiming facilities that need to be improved. And so far as the states are concerned, as in yesterday also, Professor R.B. Singh mentioned that the innovative techniques of water conservation that will be developed as well as sustained.
Excellent, excellent.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, madam. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Pavan, we can move over to other.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, Anil Kumar, are you present?
Yes, sir. I am ready.
Sir, one person named Grace.
Okay, yeah, Grace is also there. Yes.
Anil, are you present?
Yeah.
Please proceed.
Yes, sir.
Fast.
Yeah. And just confine to 7 minutes, Anil. Huh?
Sure, sir. Sure,
Yeah,
sir.
please,
Sure.
please. Because only methodology and result, that will do, because you have enormous time and other conferences.
Sir, please allow me to share my screen.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
One minute, sir. 1 minute.
Sir, Grace Silvarni was in 15th session. She is willing to present in this session, sir. Can we allow?
Okay, we can, yes, she can go.
After Anil, she will present.
Yeah, after Anil, Dr. Grace can present.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anil, please.
Sir, I am just finding my document. 1 minute, sir.
There is a share screen button on your.
Is my screen visible?
Yeah.
No. There is a share screen button on your bottom side.
Yes.
Please click on it.
Just share your presentation.
Yeah.
Are you familiar how to share your presentation?
Sir,
If you are having trouble, then we can take next candidate.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Otherwise, in between, just send it to them and they will share, because there is a possibility. Dr. Grace now.
Yes, sir. You can take next candidate.
Grace.
Dr. Grace.
Hello, Grace.
Miss Grace. Are you listening?
Selvarani.
Grace Silvarni.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, I think she is there on the screen.
Yeah, Grace Silvarani. Okay. Please proceed. You are not audible to us.
Mute and then.
Just unmute from the right hand, from the left hand side of your screen. Yeah, your presentation is ready, but your voice is not ready. Not coming.
Is it audible?
Okay, now it's okay.
Yeah.
Take only 7
Please
minutes.
proceed first.
Sure, sir. Sure.
7 minutes.
Good morning, one and all. As my topic goes, this is my topic: water scarcity as a global risk. Special case study of manganese influence at Alandur Taluk, Kanjipuram district. And then says my screen moving. Okay, this is my study area. And the main aim of this study is, the objectives are, I have 3 objectives: to show the distribution of water source, to show the distribution of water sources to the consuming people, to identify the manganese in the groundwater source using spatial techniques. I've used both secondary and primary data. The primary data were 250 questionnaires per division, that is 13 divisions in this whole taluk, which comprises of from municipality to the growth sprout. And the other physical primary method was, I took 70 water samples from 1 square kilometer grid, and then from it I've given the testing and then took out the manganese traces over there. And then this is the findings. And then this is the water source on ground and underground. And this is the Pearson polygon for underground, which I use a water source. And this map shows the manganese traces found in Alandur Taluk. The traces range from 0.005 to 5 micrograms per liter. And the highest concentrations were near Tirusulam, Muvarusampet, Pammal, and Pallavaram cantonment board regions. And then this is the findings of the sample survey. First comes water source, the depth, usage, and availability of water ground. Over here, I came to know that the water source, most of water source from bow water, and mostly at the ranges, the depth ranges from below 50 degree to above 250 degree. At the most, people use cooking for cooking purposes, drinking purposes, and other purposes are quite less. But for washing purposes, almost all the overall the area, people were using it for using groundwater. And then came the environmental aspect of groundwater over here. And then I come to the results and findings over here. The distribution of water resources is uneven, as we already saw in the maps. And then according to World Health Organization, we human being need minimum of 3.7 liters of water per day to drink and 25 liters for household chores. In it, Alandur Taluk in total needs 25,000 251915 2.4 liters per day for drinking purpose and 702130 per liters per day for household purposes. And in this region, I can say the distribution of water resource was uneven to the consuming population. For example, area, same taluk, and there are 13 divisions in it. People are highly concentrated in this region among the whole of Kanchipuram district in 2011 census. And this taluk is the highest populated taluk in it. And the people showed me one, and the survey study showed one thing, that is the municipal water sharing was uneven. It ranged from 2 days once to once in a month. So it was totally uneven. People were totally, going behind open wells, tube wells to fetch water when there is no water during the summertime. At most, in Pallavaram, Kanchipuram, and all these municipal areas specifically noted these points. And over here on the manganese traces, the issues were like, there's no major issues on the concentration or the traces of concentration, but it does not mean that it should be left out lethargically. The concentration has been monitored. There should be a constant check to make it without giving out a bigger impact, and there should be a longevity check on the region and on the people. So which this is what I can suggest on it. And then many again I say, if I say especially during this pandemic time, these this region of course, had many problems during COVID because people gathered in crowds for drinking water. That was during May, March, April. Then when there was proper lockdown from March, April, May, June, and all, there was no proper water. That too, groundwater levels really went down. So people gathered and spent almost more than half a day for fetching water. So with what happens, of course, the peace, the mentality, the mental peace, the mental health went down. Obviously, health took a back seat, and people started for to go to fetch water, and that's what I saw. So, which I can suggest that the water should be distributed equally, and people are to be given awareness to uh, to save the groundwater.
Okay.
And to end, I can say we can think greener, reduce carbon footprint, spread green cover, and protect them to protect them to grow as trees. Actually, planting is not just about keeping a plant coming out. It's like a mother seeing the children grow, the fullness, the fullness of seeing them grow, rearing them, and each and every
Thank you,
individual.
Grace
Thank you.
Silvani.
Great,
Ma'am,
great.
thank you so much.
Yes,
Now the last presenter is requested to present as soon as possible because we people have 3 minutes left. So just proceed, Anil Kumar.
Sure, sir, sure.
Yeah.
1 minute, sir, 1 minute.
Only we have 3 minutes.
Sir, when
3 minutes for uploading or?
No, sir. Just going to.
Just read. If you are unable to read, just read it on your own laptop. We people are ready to hear.
Just
Sir,
give
just
the
1 minute.
summary.
Just read on your own laptop. No necessary to share.
Yeah.
Sir.
We have only 2 minutes left. Please read.
Sir, 1 minute. Just reading. Good afternoon to all. My name is Anil Kumar, Assistant Professor in Geography. Sir, the objective of my studies was to find out that what is the meaning of environment conservation for an common person, and what do common people think about superior and inferior plant species. There is a general perception that that particular plant is superior and that particular plant is inferior. And what do common person or common people think about minute and complex relation developed over the time between vegetation, soil, and climate, and to study the modified environment around religious places, and whether there is any difference between theoretical knowledge and practical action on ground with respect to environment conservation. And sir, for my study, I connected some interviews of nearby in my local area, especially in district Mahendragarh, and I visited some religious places, not some even many
What was
religious
your
places.
findings? Just proceed to your findings, please.
Yeah.
Just proceed to your findings. What were your findings?
Final.
Sir, just I am coming on findings. 1 minute. The findings of study is that there was a mismatch in a theoretical knowledge and practical action with respect to environment conservation. Means people are reading something, but at the ground they are delivering some another thing. And most of the person do not understand the complex relationship between soil, vegetation, and climate. And some species like people, neem, I am not using the botanical name, Asoka and Sisam are being favored, while acacia, Caparaceous, cactus, datura, other etc. Some species are being considered as inferior species. Means they are just cutting these plants and changing the natural environment by using their own choice or by preferring their choice species.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, please. Next, who is waiting?
Sir, now we have come in the final stage of winding up this session.
Okay.
And thank you so much, Soma Sarkar, Kamrun, Jitendra Kumar Pyasi, Maya Chaudhary, Anupma Dubey, Grace Swami, and Anil Kumar for presenting your paper on different issue. And thank you chair, sir, Professor K. Kumaraswamy, sir, for your wonderful managing this session, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
I would like to thank you, Professor Kumaraswamy, to chair the session, and Pawan Srivastava, sir, as a moderator. Thank you so much, sir.
Nice, please.
Thank you so
And
much.
thank you all the participants. Thank you so
आप
much.
सभी को आप सभी
Thank
को
you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
thank you
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
so much, ma'am. Sir.